Simeon Tuitt here from simeontuitt.co.uk. Today I want to share with you something that forms a very important part of my home automation setup, and it's a doorbell. Now you might be thinking, a doorbell, what's that got to do with home automation? Well, it's a smart doorbell. It's a video doorbell that allows me to speak to anybody who comes to my home no matter where I am. So even if I'm on holiday, or if I'm out shopping, or if I'm out with friends and somebody comes to my home, they ring the doorbell, I can speak to them from my mobile phone or my smartwatch and quite simply, give an always in presence. So even if it's a case of I've just got a delivery coming and I don't want to miss that delivery and I don't want it to go back to the sorting office, which is about 6 miles away, then I can tell the person who's delivering to leave it with a neighbor, that I'm fine with them leaving it with a neighbor. That saves me time. I've lost count of how many hours of my day, I've lost, from just sitting in, waiting around for people to come and either fix something like a washing machine or to basically deliver a parcel. Now, with this in place, it allows me to just, go about my business, just live my life as I should, and quite simply be able to be in contact with whoever comes to my home. It's like having a mobile phone for your home, in a sense. Now, I can see people who come to the house. They can't see me. So, as you can see, it doesn't even look like an obvious video recording facility. It's very discreet. So if anybody was coming to my house to case the place, to rob it, and they came up to the door, as thieves will do, they will come up to your door, they will knock on your door, some will run away and hide and see if anyone opens the door and see if there's any activity. Others will knock on your door and see if you come to the door and basically come up with a story to see why they're there, like they're fixing something in the area or they're doing windows or something to that effect. Now, with a video doorbell in place, I can actually speak to the person when they've came to the door, give that always in presence, and arm myself against people that are actually coming to the house, and with the intentions of robbing it. Now, the other thing about it is, because it's got motion alerts, I can set these up for designated, parts of my property. So if they come in with a certain range, if they come within a certain range of, my front garden, then I can have it automatically start recording and uploading that image, that video footage to the internet so I can check it out later. So, I can disable it from, recording the front of the house from cars going by and things like that. And if they come through, the front, entrance, if they start walking down the path, then it starts recording. I get an alert to my mobile phone that tells me somebody's, basically activated the motion alert. I can at that point either start speaking to the person, or I can just have it record and upload to the internet. Now, like I say, this is something that forms a very important part of my home automation setup, and it's something I think that anybody who's setting up home automation should get. One, because it saves you time. It saves you, hours of your life having to sit in waiting for parcels, waiting for deliveries, missing out on parcels and deliveries, and then having to go to the sorting office to collect them. But at the same time, it also allows you to basically, record your home property and any intrusions that occur. Because at the end of the day, when, crimes do happen, if a house gets broken into, the police never catch the people that do it. If you've ever seen the police and the forensic teams on a street from, that are recording, crimes that have happened, and, they've got the forensic teams trying to get fingerprints, thieves will wear gloves so they don't get any fingerprints. If no neighbours have seen anybody acting suspiciously, then quite simply, they're not going to have any, identification to go on. And pretty much all it is a case of them, filling out the paperwork, so you can give to your insurance company, and that's about as far as it gets in terms of, getting your stuff back. Whereas if you've got video surveillance in place, you can check the video footage, you can give the video footage to the police, and then they've got something to go on. They've got some form of lead, and, hopefully you could get your stuff back. Now, in 2012, I actually had an occasion where over £500 worth of items, was stolen from the car. Now, this was days before Christmas. Now, at that time, I did have, video, surveillance in place. It was facing down over the top of the car, so it wasn't the greatest picture, but I got a picture that I could give to the police. That picture, in the end, ended up in the newspaper. We didn't find the person, but it's the fact that, even for my own peace of mind, I knew who did it, in a sense. I knew their face. Now, if you get robbed, your house ever gets robbed, and I pray that it doesn't, one of the things that will be going through your mind, not just the fact that your items have been stolen, is who did it. You'll be wondering whether it's somebody you know, if it's if it's somebody like one of your neighbors that you thought was a friend and then decided to rob your house because they know when you're in and when you're out. All that kind of stuff goes through your head. On the other hand, if you've got a video doorbell in place, you can actually check to see who came to your property if your house was robbed, who stole from your property, and you'll have something to go on. You'll have something for your own peace of mind. Anyway, that's enough about this. I just wanted to share with you my video doorbell system. As you can see, I've actually blacked out what model I actually use for my video doorbell system, because I use a specific model. As you can see, I've got more than one video doorbell here. Now, if you want to find out which one I use and you want to be able to set up your own home automation in the same way that I have, then get to simeontuitt.co.uk and check out the site and start your process of home automation there, because I've got an introduction that introduces you to how I got started. You need to start out there. If you want to have a consultation with me and basically pick my brains and ask me which systems that I use and which hardware that I use, then quite simply it starts by getting in touch with me at simeontuitt.co.uk and we can take it from there. But at the end of the day, like I say, a video doorbell system forms a very, very crucial part of your own home automation, because it's cool to have home automation, but you also want to make sure that your family and your property are protected from the start. So thanks for checking out this video. Go to simeontuitt.co.uk and check out the site, watch the videos there, and I look forward to helping you get started in home automation. Bye for now.